What's up everybody? If you are new to the channel, let me introduce you to my daily driver really quick. This is a Mk7 GTI Autobahn, which means it comes with the sunroof, the front differential, the lighting package, everything that you would want in a GTI, and it's been my daily for the last few years. Clearly it's modified and we're not done yet. In this video, we are going to talk future plans for my daily driver Mk7 GTI. All right, and we're fucking off. Right, and welcome to the Mk7 GTI. I'm actually kind of excited to talk about this car because we never do. It's not usually in videos. There was a brief minute when I got this car that we were making a video like all the time. Every week we had something new to this car and it progressed very quickly. So quick rundown, if you don't know, check out the video on the ownership review kind of overview sort of thing. Go check out that video, but really quick, it is a stage 2 EQT tune with the DSG trans tune as well. Intake, exhaust, I mean, all the stuff that you would do. The formula for the Golf and the GTI is really, really simple. A lot of people have the same exact stuff as I do, and I get it. When I first got this car, I was just so excited to finally have a GTI. It was one of those cars that I had wanted for so long, and we were having a kid, and I was like, all right, it's time, GTI time, and I haven't regretted it. Even with all the little weird stuff that happens with these cars, like the gas tank thing, and it leaks oil out of the oil pan just because Volkswagen, I guess. I don't know. All the little quirks of this car they're non-existent compared to how much I love about it. And with everything on the car currently, there is always opportunities for expansion of modification. And I know we are a little late into the year for these types of videos. I know all the automotive YouTubers already made my plans for the year, plans for 2024. I'm gonna supercharge, turbo, rally cross my whatever, I don't know. I mean, everyone's got big plans, but for this car, things have always been to be simple, subtle, not too flashy, you know, something that I can pick up my kid in school with and then drive home and act a little bit like a lunatic. So, said lunacy, this car is so much fun. It's actually kind of fast, faster than most things on the road at least, and it's just a ton of fun to get this thing going. Even in fourth gear, it just pulls. Oh. So with that being said and done, let's talk about power modifications that are in the future for this car at whatever point. Being stage 2, you have your downpipe, you have your tune, you've got your intake, you've got all that stuff that you need. If you were to progress to the next level, is what I'm hoping to do, is go IS38 or some sort of aftermarket turbo, new tune, E85 maybe, some sort of flex fuel situation. I've never had a car with that sort of thing. I love the way that tuners for these cars have really the solution. They've got it figured out. People have been running it with no huge issues or anything like that, and just makes the car so much faster. I mean, you could just go get a Golf R, I get that, but there's something to be said about a turbocharged front wheel drive little egg that just spins the tires everywhere and makes fun noises, gets going. It's just fun. It's just fun. And I think if we add the bigger turbo, the new tune, a new fueling system, this thing would be a monster. And I know, like modifying the engine and all of that isn't really in the spirit of being a daily, but we've had this car for a few years now. We're starting to get closer to thinking about what the next stages are for it, because things are going to be paid off, things are going to need new parts, they're going to need tune-ups, all of that sort of thing. I'm not having any more kids, so this is going to work out perfectly for me for the foreseeable future. So with power adders and things like that, it's great, but I also want to focus on the way this car looks, and I think it looks awesome as a daily. The GTI has always had such an aggressive and unique style to things, and I think the Mk7 and the Mark 7.5 really knock it out of the park as far as the looks go. I don't know if the Mark 8 is as nice looking as the Mark 7 and 7.5. It looks great. It's a great looking car, but there's something about just the way that the headlights are shaped and the way that they fit size-wise into the rest of the car and the way things flow, it's just chef's kiss. But the H&R springs, while great, they're kind of starting to wear on me. They're not very comfortable anymore. Things don't feel as solid as they did when I installed it, which means we need to start looking for a coilover setup. I've looked at quite a few coilover setups online and they vary in price range. You know, most of you guys probably know I don't spend top dollar, but I will invest a little bit of money in parts. So let me know down in the comments below what kind of coilovers you're running on your GTI. I was looking at Solo Works, I was looking at KW. You know, there's a lot of different options and I would love to know what you guys are running and recommend. I've got a set of stainless steel braided brake lines at home that I still haven't installed because I'm just waiting for the chance to do the rotor and pad upgrade. I say upgrade, but a new set. That dude just ran over an animal in the road. Tires are good, wheels are good, but I want to get the brakes and the coilovers done. Rear sway bar is great, love it, happy with it, not changing that. Front sway bar, no one really does that, and I don't need to, I don't feel like I need to. It's not a track car, but that is one thing that I want to do. I really want to take this car to an autocross or an open track day, just because I think it would do really well, and I think it would be fun, and it would be something really different compared to driving the Miata. And like the Miata, I've wanted to start focusing a little bit on the interior. So I have a new steering wheel wrap coming for this car to redesign all of this kind of thing. My leather's all shiny and faded and it's really slick and it won't clean anymore. So we need some sort of cover, not like a steering wheel cover, but it's a sew-on cover. That should be a really cool video for you guys to see. That'll be coming in the future. I also want to modify the instrument cluster and the radio. I don't want an aftermarket radio or an aftermarket instrument cluster. I want the Mark 7.5 retrofit kits. So the digital dash and the larger radio with wireless CarPlay, I want that so bad. So that's something that's going to be happening hopefully soon. The interior on this car is awesome, and especially compared to the Miata, which is fairly bare bones, this is like as futuristic as I would want a car to be. And I know where all the touch points are. I don't get lost in the car menus. It has heated seats, it's got air conditioning, it's got all that stuff that you would want in a daily driver that's, I dare to say, luxury focused. You guys know what I mean. It's an Audi interior in a Volkswagen. But I'm always looking for new little things to do in the car. I check all over the place. So, you know, who knows? A lot of the time with this car, I'm very happy with it always. And it's not until I see something online that I stumble upon or get recommended in one of the Facebook groups, that's when I buy things for it. Otherwise, I'm so happy with this car. It's really one of my favorite cars, and I've been driving it a lot this week and having fun with it, doing the paddle shifting and things like that, and it really is fun in its own way. It's like as good a car as the Miata is, being a hatchback compared to a convertible sports car. I think I'm incredibly lucky, honestly, to have both of those cars and experience both of them in their own right and appreciate the features and what they can do. They're different, but in many ways, they're the exact same. And I can tell you that the way that the Miata is not the same is this is not Miata-like. So to wrap up this video, plans for the future. Like we said, we're gonna be doing brakes, brake pads, brake rotors. We need to get a new suspension setup, being coilovers, and we're always gonna be looking for power adders, whether that is a OEM Plus IS38 or something like the Vortex Turbo, who knows? We're gonna do it though. So I know I don't make a lot of videos on my GTI, but I know a lot of you guys have said we need more video content for the GTI. Well, here's one. I hope you're excited for the plans that we're gonna be doing in the future for this car. I love this thing, it's not going anywhere. So as always, stay tuned, go down below, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments below, and I will see you in the next one.